On to mono black. First, we're starting off with an extended art, I guess, for Behold the Sinister Six. It's a 7-cost sorcery. Return up to 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. And we have a couple of artwork cards right here. And like in the previous videos, you can see where you can find these specific cards right here. So, for example, the Behold the Sinister Six art card right there is a collector boosters, gift bundles, as well as these right there. You have a couple more artworks right here. The Soulstone, which we'll get to in a little bit. Crazy card. You can find those over here. Okay, and then starting off with Agent Venom. It's a 3-cost legendary creature, symbiote, soldier hero with Flash and Menace. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Alien Symbiosis is a 2-cost enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets a +1/+1, has Menace, and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost. And we have Behold the Sinister Six right there. It's the same card we did, but it's just the non-extended art version. So let me know if you guys are going for this set. Are you playing it? If so, what are you doing? Are you doing the pre-release? Are you going to do the just buying the bundles, gift bundles, or are you buying some play boosters, collector boosters? Just let me know. I'm curious to see. Are you going to be chasing after the Soulstone card? Let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think. All right. We have Black Cat, Cunning Thief. It's a 5-cost legendary creature, human rogue villain. When Black Cat enters, look at the top 9 cards of target opponent's library, exile 2 of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of their library in random order. You may play the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way, so that's fun. Common Crook, it's a 2-cost creature, human rogue villain. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. Then we have the Grendel Spawn of Null art card right there, which is really cool. Then we have the Death of Gwen Stacy. It's a saga. Destroy target creature. Each player may discard a card. Each player who doesn't loses 3 life. Exile any number of target players' graveyards. Then we have Eddie Brock. He's a 3-cost legendary creature, human hero villain. I think that's the guy who Venom takes over, which makes sense considering Venom's right there. When he enters, return target creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. You can spend this mana to transform him. Well, I wonder who you'll transform him to. Oh, look at that, Venom. Um, Menace Trample Haste. Whenever Venom attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do draw X cards, then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is a sacrificed creature's mana value. Then you have Venom, Remorseless. It's a 5-cost legendary creature, symbiote, spider hero. Deathlink or Death Touch, Lifelink. Whenever Gwenom attacks until the end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime you may play cards from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. Then you have Inner Demons, Gainsters. It's a 4-cost creature, human rogue villain. Discard a card. This creature gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. You can only activate as a sorcery. Then you have Merciless Enforcers, 2-cost creature, human mercenary villain. Lifelink. By spending 4, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And you can keep doing that as many times as you'd like because there's no tap. You can find these cards here. And of course, having this be a Universes Beyond set, there's a lot of legendary creatures. So if there is there any commander decks you want to play? And if so, which ones? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to comment anything else and like, comment, and subscribe. Next, we have Morlin, Devourer of Spiders. It's a X to black, legendary creature, vampire villain with lifelink. He enters with X +1/+1 counters on him. When it enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. Then you have Parker Luck, which we know he has terrible luck. Enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. Then they each put the card they revealed into their hand. Then you have Prison Break. It's a 5-cost sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. It has Mayhem for 4. And Mayhem means you may cast this card from your graveyard for 4. If you discarded it this turn, timing rules still apply. Then you have Risky Research, 3-cost sorcery. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. Then we have Sandman's Quicksands, 3-cost sorcery with Mayhem 4. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If this spell's Mayhem cost was paid, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Then you have Scorpion Seething Striker. It's a 4-cost legendary creature, Scorpion Human Villain. And with Death Touch, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature dies this turn, target creature you control connives. And connives means draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Scorpion Steen is a 2-cost instant. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Then we have the Soul Stone. Okay, the Soul Stone, like I made a video about before, is a must-have in every single deck, in my own personal opinion. Just a brief explanation as to why. One, it is just a 2-cost mana rock. I mean, it has indestructible 2, and then you can spend 7 to exile a creature you control and then harness the True Stone. And when you harness the True Stone, you can return a target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield at the beginning of your upkeep, which is very often. And I think that's a very powerful effect, considering you can use it any time during the game and just be able to get any benefit. You can have it basically in any sort of deck that has black, just because of how powerful of a card that is. As long as you have, obviously, just black mana. But no, this is a very strong card. I am going to be chasing this card, hopefully, and getting it. You might want to buy it individually, though, because I've heard it might be a little bit difficult to get. So if you are watching this after the fact, after the pre-release and everything, let me know if you got it, and if you did, comment below. Then you have Spider-Man Noir. It's a 5-cost legendary creature, Spider-Human hero with Menace. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then Surveil X, where X is the number of counters on it. Then we have the Spots Portal. It's 3-cost instant. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. Then we have Swarm, being a bees, with Flying, Flash, and Mayhem. We have Tombstone, Career Criminal, 3-cost legendary creature, Human Villain. When Tombstone enters, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. Villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, but that could be a fun commander. Might have to give that one a try. And if you've already given it a try, let me know how it is. Curious to know. Then you have Venom, Evil Unleashed, 5-cost legendary creature, symbiote villain, Death Touch. For 3, exile this card from your graveyard. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Then you have Venomized Cat. It's a 3-cost creature, symbiote cat villain. Adorable. Death Touch. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards. Then we have Venom's Hunger, 5-cost sorcery. This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a villain. Destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. Then you have Villainous Wrath, 5-cost sorcery. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Then destroy all creatures. It looks like we're coming up to a bunch of the extended arts here, because I'm pretty sure I just saw Spider-Man Noir. Yes. Look at that. That's really cool. Then you have Behold the Sinister Six, Black Cat, Conniving Thief. The Death of Gwen Stacy looks really cool. And like I said, if you're chasing any of these cards, let me know. And as you guys just saw, I actually managed to click one of the boxes by accident. And when you do that, it actually brings you to Amazon for me. And you can buy it on Amazon if it's available, which sometimes it's not going to be. Just because, you know, a lot of these Universes Beyond sets are just sold out instantly. This is the different artwork for this Soul Stone, which is really cool. Both of these, actually. You can find those in collector boosters and gift bundles. Agent Venom, Gwendolyn, Moreland, Pete Parker Luck. You can find these both in the collector boosters and gift bundles, too. I don't think we talked about this one at all. 5-cost legendary creature, symbiote spider hero. Actually, I think we talked about her, but I'll just talk about her again. Death Touch Light Link. Whenever Gwendolyn attacks until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may play cards on the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, you pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. I think we talked about this guy here too, but he's just a flying Death Touch symbiote dragon villain. Lethal Projection, 4-cost sorcery. Destroy target creature. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Find these over here. This looks really cool. Symbiote Spawn, 3-cost creature, symbiote villain. Whenever this creature dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Then we have Venom, Eddie Brock. 6 cost legendary creature sent by a villain with menace. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on venom. If that creature was a villain, draw a card. Then we have Feed the Spawn and Hex. 2 cost sorcery, destroy target creature or enchantment and opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value. Then we have Hex 6, destroy 6 target creatures. And you can find these 2 cards here. Then we have Infernal Grasp, 2 cost instant, destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Then we have Opposition Agent, 3 cost creature, human rogue with flash. You control your opponents while they're searching their libraries. That's gnarly. While an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast them. Reanimate, sorcery. Put target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to that card's mana value. Then you have Saw and Hath, which is pretty gnarly artwork. Instant, destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except their power is half that creature's power and their toughness is half that creature's toughness. Round up each time. Oops, I did it again. I did it again. Wow. Then we have Venom, Keen and Black, 5 cost, legendary creature, Fire X, Sea and Dragon, Skeleton, Flying. In fact, Venom gains haste until end of turn, regenerate Venom. And then this is also the same exact card as Skill Rex, the Blight Dragon. So that is every single mono black card. Let me know again down below what your chase cards are. Mine are, of course, the Soul Stone. And this card right here seems to be pretty fun, so I might try to chase after it, the Opposition Agent. Um, I'm just getting the pre-release packs, though, as of right now, so wish me luck. All right. Thank you again for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Of course, I appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.